One, what the frick is a backward bridge? Look, I'm 100 years old.
I don't know. I can't even imagine.
I have the same questions about French fries, guys. And you know, you know.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Last to the Party. I'm Megan, and I finally understand why you can't just watch one season of a Bravo series.
And I'm Wendy, and I've been trying to tell her that for years.
This is Last to the Party, where we talk Bravo, and today we are talking In the City, Season 1, Episode 6, Not So Simple.
Question for you.
Yeah.
The title is not K-N-O-T.
Yeah.
Not So Simple. What's that have to do with?
Because they're tying the knot.
Oh, yeah, duh. I was like, whose wedding are we talking about? Duh. You want to jump right into a synopsis? Is there any breaking... Nope. Is there any breaking Bravo news?
Probably, but I can't keep up. Amanda and Wes did something terrible again.
Did they?
I don't know. Aren't they always?
I don't know. All right. In this episode, Nick and Yvonne officially tie the knot. There it is. A long overdue call from his estranged father forces Kenny to confront his past. Yvonne worries as Lindsay reverts to old dating habits. In a bid to save her marriage,
Nope.
Amanda makes a big change.
Let's talk about the most annoying person on this show, and that's Amanda's fresh start. It's rage bait for me at this point.
Totally. The fact that she's so, I don't know if she just believes her own bullshit, but
Yes.
hoping a hard reset is going to save her marriage is such bogus. It's so bogus.
She is clinging to the narrative that she is not the bad guy. Full stop.
Right. Exactly.
Now, question, your comment about she believes her own BS. Do you think her dad sees through her?
You know, as a parent, I see his reservation and I see that he's trying to listen and ask some questions. He's not pushing her one way or another. And you even see in her talking head, she's like, I'm an adult. What are they going to do? Tell me I can't ...
Sure. I see her saying to him, you know, he's mad about the clutter. It's not clutter, Amanda. It's so much bigger than that. Putting a giant pile of clothing on a bed and shutting the door on that room for 2 years and never revisiting it. I'm messy. I own that. Please do not come for me. I know that I am messy. This is on another level. I don't store things in my bathtub.
This is like, to me, a problem with executive function.
Yes.
She either is overwhelmed and can't, like, I'm not trying to like diagnose this woman by any means. I'm just going based off what I know personally. Either she can't deal with that stuff or she's paralyzed by doing those things. Do you know what I mean? Like taking care of things.
Yes, it's bigger than a clutter problem. I understand. I can totally understand why it's so frustrating for Kyle and why he immediately hires organizers. I was like, yes, get this stuff out of here. She wants everything. She wants to have her cake and eat it too. She's like, I'm going to move out. I'm going to take half our stuff, but I'm going to leave a mess. And she's mad when Kyle's like, are you going to get the rest of your stuff? Like you signed a 1-year lease. This is bigger than you going and staying in a hotel for a few weeks. So pick a lane.
Yeah, this was really frustrating to watch. The conversation with her and Kyle at the end was the most frustrating. But I want to before we really delve into that, I want to go back to a couple things. I felt like Amanda kept talking like this move out was going to change Kyle's patterns. Like she...
Scare him straight.
Kind of. Yeah, like this distance is suddenly going to make Kyle someone else. And while I'm watching this, I'm like, part of me doesn't buy that. Part of me has already concluded that Amanda was done and was moving out, was leaving the marriage. But I stand firm, like she needed him to end it. So I think she's just giving lip service in terms of like, oh, I think my moving out is going to help him become somebody else. It's not going to.
No.
Let's be for real.
Nor does she actually want him to.
Exactly. And then I do think her dad is asking like the $1 million question. He's like, how exactly is living apart supposed to fix your marriage? And she never really answers that. She does keep talking, like you said. She's like, she makes a weird mention about keeping her apartment clean. Did you notice that? Like, she's like, I'm going to go out more. And, oh, he wants me to keep the apartment clean, so I'll keep this apartment clean.
And she can't. She lives there for 3 days and it's a disaster.
Oh, yeah. When she's like saying under her breath about, oh, Kyle's going to make fun of my place being messy or whatever. You know, at no point does she describe rebuilding their marriage or this relationship.
It's almost like an in your face, like Kyle wants me to be these things, so I'm going to be these things, but not with him. Like I'm going to go out, not with him. I'm going to make my apartment that I live in by myself neat and tidy.
Right.
It's almost like she's doing it at him.
Totally. And then when he comes to their apartment, and watching this fight was so frustrating. When it ended, I texted you. I was like, she's insufferable. Like I can't believe for years I was like such a fan of Amanda. It is so frustrating to watch. When Kyle's like, hey, can you come get your stuff? Or like, tell me what the plan is here. All she's hearing is, you want me out of your life. And they were having two completely different conversations. Two completely different. And she kept, I want to say, like rage baiting him. Now, he does step into it when he goes, I'm excited to finally have my home back. I was like, oh no, like that set her off. It set her off. She was pissed. I can understand like that would probably trigger me too, but like I'm telling you, like what he was saying, she was interpreting as something completely different.
Well, and she says essentially the same thing, like how excited she is for a fresh start and her new place. Why can he not feel those things too?
Well, because it's what you said. She wants her cake and eat it too. Like she wants her own place, but she also wants to have the ability to go back to Kyle's if she chose to.
Yeah, she wants him to be pining away for her. And
I don't know about.
You don't think so?
That? Nah. No.
I don't think she wants to be with him, but I don't think she wants him to move on and have like this happy life. Like she wants to be like, oh, look, I'm single and free and I get to make this place my own and I get to live my life and be this fun person. But God forbid Kyle finds joy in the separation as well. Like that's not what I want. I want him to be devastated by my loss, but I'm not going to fix that for him.
It's not going to change who he is.
They just need to walk away, like walk away from each other.
Just
be
end it,
done.
please. I'm so glad that they are getting a divorce, truly.
Me too, but where is this season going to leave off? Like what's the timeline? Because I really I want the closure of being done with Amanda. And I saw a take that someone was like, Amanda's the worst casting on this show because she's not friends with any of these people. She's only there because of Kyle.
That's interesting and fair. She doesn't have, I mean, she has a friendship with Lindsay, but.
And I think it's also why her friend Katie, who is technically a cast member on this show, is never really on it because Amanda's storyline on the show is purely related to Kyle, not ever to any of the other groups.
One last thought, or actually two thoughts. It was infuriating to me to watch this argument between Kyle and Amanda because it seemed like Amanda kept acting shocked that Kyle was adapting to the separation she asked for. And the other thing that I thought was really interesting was when he tried to, justify the day that she moved out. He was on a phone call and whatever, and it was busy, and they started talking about the business, and she was very dismissive.
Yes.
Of the importance of that phone call that he was on, and she was like, yay, good for you, or whatever. And he just was like, you don't give a fuck about the business or me or whatever. That was what I felt was so true in this moment and must have led to such frustration for him over the years of the business that he built, right? She doesn't care.
She is leaning so hard on a couple past transgressions of his, which I'm not saying are not significant, but he cheated on her before they were married, right? And then there were allegations of things after they were married. Yes, that is 10 years ago. No, that doesn't mean that it didn't happen and it's not significant, but you can't stay in a marriage. You can't choose to stay in the marriage and continue to beat him up over a 10-year-old mistake. Like you either need to be done with the relationship or leave that in the past, because that is not a healthy relationship for anybody.
Yeah, but her argument is that he has not changed. That he's continued to do that stuff.
Sure. But she is, based on this past behavior, she assumes like, oh, people are DMing me that he's doing this stuff. But is he? I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I know Kyle parties. I know that he probably could rein in his partying. But she is not innocent here. And I was so irritated when she does that little golf clap. Good for you.
Oh,
bitch, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
This is your life too. This is his business that he's working hard to save. This is important.
Yeah. And it's frustrating to watch. Like, does she not have any financial stake in it? You know, it has been brought up in the past this season. You know, Sarah had asked her, like, oh, you might have to assume some of that debt, blah, 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 whatever. But she seems so unaware of it all. Like, it's just going to be taken care of. Part of me kind of wants to see her suffer for it. That is terrible to say. But I mean, if he had to declare bankruptcy or close the business or whatever, she's going to have to pay some of that debt, no?
It will be interesting to see what their setup is. I don't know.
Yikes. I just want it to be over, though. It's such a hard watch.
It is a hard watch. I'm so done with the two of them together.
Me too. Let's move on to a palate cleanser.
A quick little wedding.
Nick and Yvonne's legal wedding. Look, I don't know how you forget to make it legal.
Like, life got in the way. I don't know. You wouldn't prioritize that upon coming back?
I don't know. I would. I think it's so weird.
Or were they like, well, we're already in the talks for this show, so let's hold out so we can make it a storyline?
Maybe. I don't know. I think that's boring. And it almost feels like a little bit of a repeat. I know you didn't watch it, but Vanderpump Rules was kind of the same thing. Tom and Katie got married. They didn't he didn't submit the paperwork. They had to do it again. I'm like, are we recycling other Bravo shows storylines here?
I mean, it's just a kind of moment. It's fine. It's not doing anything for me. I'm not super invested in Nick and Yvonne at this point.
Oh, let me tell you, I have been watching her mouth. Yes. It does look like Drew Barrymore. Like,
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. There's some parallels that she makes, like she and Lindsay got engaged around the same time.
Yeah.
And so she worries, like, is this hard for Lindsay? It doesn't seem to be. Lindsay seems very content in her life.
I think so too. And two notes. I kind of love that Nick was wearing this dog shirt with their dog on it.
With his suit.
I thought it was real cute. And I loved Lindsay as their witness. And I thought Lindsay looked fantastic in this outfit she was wearing, this like 3-piece suit situation that she had on. Thought it was so cute. But my biggest takeaway is I wish that Bravo showed more friendships like Yvonne and Lindsay. Like, you can tell these two are definitely longtime friends, ride or die for each other, been in each other's lives for a long time. I wish we saw more friendships that were tight like that and not these like surface for TV show friendships.
Not the we live in the same place and have similar lifestyles, so let's put a reality show together where we pretend to know each other.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, we do talk about the milkman. Yvonne is asking about the milkman. I can't remember his name, to be honest.
Frank.
What are your thoughts here?
Well, I can't quite tell. So Yvonne says Like, why don't you admit that you like him? Why don't you admit that you want to be in a relationship with him, right? But then Lindsay's like, I don't. Like, I just want it to be casual. And they go back and forth, and Yvonne's like, why would you go out multiple times with someone you just want to be casual with? And to me, I feel like, well, can't they just hang out and have it be casual? I don't know. I can't tell if Yvonne's like, I don't know. I can't tell Yvonne's actual take. Is she just mad that Lindsay won't admit that she wants to be in a relationship?
I don't know. Maybe Lindsay is, if she doesn't say it into existence, then it doesn't exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Lindsay says she thinks Yvonne has some weird beef with Frank.
Well, who doesn't have a beef with Frank?
Yeah.
I have a beef with Frank because Frank has appeared on other reality TV shows on Bravo. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, and poor Frank, he's like, I bet they're filming those dates and they're just not making it because there's nothing interesting about them. Like, if she's going out with Lexi and Andrea, I'm sure they're filming those dates. And Frank's like, well, this isn't panning out for me the way I wanted it to.
Well, okay. Lexi and Andrea are not, like, super entertaining, in my opinion.
No.
I think they're great for, like, a line here or there. And maybe producers cut some of these dates because Frank got blasted. You know, when he appeared in episode 1 or 2 or whatever it was, and they're like, oh, that guy went out with Kelly Dodd, and you know, I don't know. Don't know, and actually don't care because this is not somebody I see Lindsay with. So
no.
Moving on, Kenny and his dad.
Yes.
Easily the high point of the episode for me.
Absolutely.
I thought it was really nice. I don't have a ton to talk about it. I thought this is we got some true emotion from Kenny here. I thought, like, it didn't seem performative to me, like talking to his dad on the phone and then meeting up in person. It felt very genuine.
Yes.
But what I thought was really, God, the phone call when you can like hear the dad like break down.
Yeah.
I like that was tough to listen to. And I was questioning all these things, like how as a parent you just like not have a relationship with your kid. How does it just stop?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's so interesting to me. I mean, I know life can be hard and things happen, but wow. But Kenny says in his talking head, he says something to the effect of, my dad's absence showed up in other ways. And I kind of wish we would explore that some more. Like what ways? What's the real story here? Is this, you've had bad relationships in the past? You have fear of abandonment? Like what? Tell us more about Kenny and how this has affected you. I'm more interested in that.
So I agree with you that the emotional gut punch of this landed for me, both in the phone call and in person. I was very moved by his dad and by Kenny's emotions. And while Kenny doesn't owe us any explanation about any of these personal details, I am very curious. He says, basically the last time he saw him, he was around 14 years old. They haven't seen each other for 25 years. And he says there was no beef. There was no trauma. It's just his dad had another life. He lived in another country and they grew apart. Okay. It is not on 14-year-old Kenny to maintain that relationship. It's on the dad to maintain a relationship with his son. And there is a part of me that is frustrated with 25 years ago, Kenny's dad, for just accepting that I have a new life, my son's doing okay, and therefore what it seems to me is I'm just choosing not to put in the effort to be a presence in my son's life.
Yeah.
And that's a tough pill to swallow. And I think Kenny is very mature in these interactions because his dad apologizes for their distance and for the time. And Kenny basically says the only thing we can do is move forward from the present, which is a very mature reaction to all of this. But as a parent, I feel like the parent is always the parent. It is always the parent's responsibility, no matter how old your child is, to be the parent.
Right.
And I have to imagine that there's some rightful resentment on Kenny's part. Even if Kenny was difficult, even if Kenny was like, I don't want to fly all the way across the country to go visit him. I don't want to make these. It's his dad's responsibility. And so I just wonder how that happens, because I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine being like, well, I've got these other kids, so bye.
Yeah.
It's too hard. It's too much work. That's tough.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And I wonder if Kenny has been working in therapy.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like this would be a topic you would talk a lot about in therapy? I wonder if that's something that he's like dealt with over the years.
Sure. And I could see a therapist saying, look, your feelings are valid, but you cannot change the past. So you just need to decide if you want a relationship. You don't have a time machine. So the only relationship you can have is one from the present moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Do you think this goes any further in the season? Are we going to see Kenny's dad again? Or
that's my question, right? Like, is whether or not we see him in the season, I'm very curious what their relationship looks like going forward. Mm-hmm. Do they have one? I'm curious.
Don't know.
Let's take a quick break, and we're going to come right back, and I'm going to be judgy. All right, we're back. We have two storylines to talk about that I have to be judgy about.
Okay.
The first is the fertility tracking storyline interesting? Not really.
No, not really at all. Okay, here are my two takeaways from this whole scene. One, what the frick is a backward bridge? Look, I'm 100 years old.
I don't know. I can't even imagine.
Don't ask
back
me about,
bend? No. What are the logistics there?
I don't know. I have the same questions about French fries, guys. And you know. I
loved when Yvonne's like, you're a freak. I rewound it. It was delivered humorously.
The other thing, I needed to know what was going on with the guy in the scooter. Was he like saying something to them? Was he just like, what's happening here? You guys are filming something? Like he kept kind of
Is he like, I need to get to the ovulation?
I don't know what was happening. It was so weird.
It was uncomfortable. Yeah, I kind of was like, leave the man alone. Like, the only, they cut to Andrea and his weird squeaky voice being like, I can't do it anymore. But,
weird squeaky voice.
And then Nick and Andrea have a talk about like, oh, I have to do it all the time.
Oh, sex on demand is so hard.
Like, it's not take it or leave it, bros. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine, whatever. This again goes back to like, I just don't really care. It's not the phase of life that I'm in. And so I'm a jerk. And I just like, I have been on baby forums and like the TTC of it all. And I just
oh my God.
I'm like, send a kid to college, please. And then let's go there.
That's so funny. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's just because I'm not in this phase of life. Like I don't care. And then if I'm looking at the episode as a whole, right? Without the Amanda and Kyle stuff, I'm like, is any of this compelling TV? It's kind of not. And I have said, like, from episode 1, I kind of like the show. It's going to need to go somewhere else for me, though. I can't imagine me tuning back in for a season 2, like, realistically, like, us covering it if we're talking about a conversation that these ladies are having in the fertility aisle of the
and there's going to be so
Dwayne
many
Reed.
babies.
And that I don't care. And I'm a jerk. I'm sorry. I don't care. I'm tapped out on the Georgina of it all with the poopy stories and whatever. Like, I don't care. Notice barely in this episode too, right? I cannot watch a season 2 where it's like baby mode. I can't do it.
Yeah, me either.
Because I'm an asshole. Sorry.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Okay, so this final storyline, we've got Guys Night and then we've got Danielle and her mom. So Guys Night is another one where here's my frustration. We have two situations in which all we're doing is setting up situations where we can talk about planted conversations.
Okay.
This is when reality TV starts to eat its own tail.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny has this Guys Night. He's like, I'm inviting Owen to be inclusive. No, you're not. You invited Owen because the producers told you to. And the only conversations we have are they try to probe Owen about his divorce. Owen gives up nothing.
Well, first of all, I gotta give it to Gavin. They put it on Gavin. They're like, okay, Gavin, you need to be the conversation starter. So he's like, so your divorce, so your relationship, so your sex life. Right?
I hated it. Okay. Owen gives them nothing, which fine.
So defensive.
Really defensive. I'm like, why are we defensive? Why can't you just be like, yes, our divorce is in progress. These things take time, which they do.
He's acting like he doesn't know anything. He's like, I don't know, my lawyer's handling it.
Yeah.
Like, come on, be a part of what your story is. Why can't you just say, we are getting divorced. It is in progress right now. It takes 6 months to become finalized. Here we are.
So your point about Gavin being the one to address all of these things, is this a production thing, or is Gavin the one? Does Gavin need to poke? Because he has to
by
go
nature.
Yes, because he has to go at Kenny. Like after talking to Owen, he's like, "Well, is that where you're headed? And do you know where you're headed?" And I was like, "Why? Why are we going back to this? Leave it alone."
I don't know. I mean, what do we know about Gavin? Nothing. Maybe Gavin's boring himself. Doesn't
Gavin
have a
has
storyline.
Correct. Does not have anything of his own this season.
So he's just the facilitator.
And he just has to be like, you're right, you guys are perfect, and then moves on. But he is wearing Kenny's pants. So
these guys are just guys. Yeah, I don't like any of this either. And you're right. And in the moment while I was watching it, I didn't realize, but these are just scenes to set up to talk about other planted conversations. It's kind of boring.
especially the scene with Danielle and her mom talking about Owen. That was the one that sent it home for me. I was like, we have all these scenes in Danielle's apartment and they only exist. They're not scenes where we're watching Danielle do something. They're scenes where we're watching her talk about something that has already happened. And it is like when her and Owen were there, they're talking about these past transgressions that their friends have committed. And now her and her mom are talking about the divorce and talking about their relationship. And we still are in this like, oh, Danielle needs to make room for Owen in her apartment. But nothing's happening. They're just talking about these things. And it's not interesting.
I agree.
Like they're just staged.
Here's my thing. If it comes back for season 2, Danielle and Owen will not be back because they're going to have they have a baby who has, I'm guessing, medical needs. Mm-hmm. I'm totally guessing only because this baby was born 10 weeks early and has been in the NICU. So I can't imagine they're going to be like, let's film a reality TV show.
Yeah, and we're coming up on, like, this show started filming in the fall. If they were going to start around the same time, especially if they're going to try and capitalize on bringing back Lindsay and Kyle post Summer House, like, and continue that conversation. They said their baby has a few months in the NICU. Like, they're just going to be bringing that baby home.
There's no way. Wouldn't you, as a parent, be like, no, we're not doing that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And I just don't want to watch like Andrea and Lexi be pregnant and Yvonne and Nick have a baby. I don't care. So they either need to recast this show.
Sierra and Carl.
I hope so. But
Sierra's going to be busy.
I don't know, girl.
Have you heard any talk about who's actually on Summer House this season?
Nope. Nothing.
I'm going to need someone to like spot them in the Hamptons.
Yeah, I need some like behind the scenes photos.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah, well, unfortunately, episode 6, this was kind of like a big bummer other than like Amanda and Kyle's fight. I thought was compelling only because we have Summer House history. Other than that, if you were a newbie watching this, would you be like, what do I care?
Yeah, why would you even care? You don't have the backstory.
Yeah.
We do get the scene from next week where Lindsay's like breaking down that Kyle and Amanda, but I'm like, let it go. Like, please let it go. Let them move on.
I think Mother Hubbard is just trying to make TV, you know?
Sure. Yes, fine.
Maybe she realizes this is not a lot here to make a season, so I gotta like crank it up to 12.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Well, that's a wrap on this week's discussion of In the City. We'll be back next week, hopefully with some more salacious happenings on next week's episode.
I hope.
Table flipping.
I love it.
Have a great week. Goodbye.
Bye.